Welcome everyone! Today we build an interactive city map with fully automated shops, locations of interest, and engaging events for your Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. The first step is setting up your city map. I recommend searching the internet for awesome artwork to use in your campaign or crafting one yourself. Create a scene and add your city map. The next step is changing the pixel size of a single grid space. You want to decrease this number to around 50 so the tokens on the map are smaller. This makes your tokens small enough to place on the map. This lets you move tokens on the city map without covering up your locations or buildings. Change the grid type to gridless so you have more freedom to move your tokens around. I recommend changing the grid scale in the configuration to match the map scale. Here comes the fun part. Let's create fully automated shops. First, go into the video description and install the 2 modules I have listed. If you want amazing modules for transforming your world building to the next level, check out my top 10 FoundryVTT Worldbuilding modules playlist. Activate those modules in the game settings. Next, go to the compendium and locate the shops. Right-click on the compendium and import them into your game. Go to the journal entries and give your players observer permission for your shops. This will let them view the prices for the items, then select each shop and change the settings so player purchasing is set to anyone and player selling is set to anyone, so your players have the ability to buy and sell. If your players want to sell, then they will drag and drop items into the shop. If they want to buy, then they will drag and drop items into their character sheet from the shop. If you want to mark up the prices, populate the shops with a roll table, or delete items in the shop, you can select that option on the right hand side. Then drag and drop those shops to the point of your choice on the city map. Now your players can easily click on the shop and do their buying and selling. This saves you a lot of time and effort. Make sure you right click on their name in the bottom left hand corner and select user configuration. Then they should select their character. This makes it so the shop exchanges currency from the right character. Let me know if you want a more detailed tutorial on creating shops and stores in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Next, we are going to create locations of interest and engaging events. Go to your journal tab and create a journal entry. There are lots of different journal types you can choose from, but I recommend the single sheet image option or text option because it's simple and easy. The other options are more specialized and require more effort. I crafted a tutorial on how to use the rest of the journal types on my channel if you want to learn more. Go ahead and add an image to your journal entry. This can be character art, landscape art, battle maps, or anything that paints a vivid picture of your event or location. You can use this to focus everyone's attention on the story. The next step is crafting a concise and detailed description that introduces why your players are here. The easiest way to do this is to follow this method. Step 1 is describing how your players arrive and notable attributes about the scene. Step 2 is telling your players why this location or event is important in the story. The last step is giving your players a few ways to interact with the story. Here is an example for you. You arrive at the main gate to the city of Onabur on a humid midsummer's day. There is a long line of wary travelers and merchants standing beside the gate. Fields of golden wheat and barley, dutifully attended by farmers, stretch out from the walls. As your party approaches, a fat human clad in chainmail and bearing the coat of arms of Onabur saunters up to you. The gate sentry holds out his greasy palm and stares at you expectantly. Apparently, he expects to be paid to give you entry. He smiles and points his chubby finger at the line he just left to emphasize the painfully long wait your party can skip. At the front of the line, a half-starved woman, mother, and her 3 kids stare daggers at the back of this pathetic sentry. You have a meeting at the Broken Tankard Tavern in a couple hours. What do? Take a minute and think about it. Scroll down and let us know in the video description below. After you are finished, drag and drop your journal entry onto the battle map to add a pin. This places an icon on the world map which you can show to your players. During the game, I reveal each icon as you progress in the story so you can visualize your progress in the adventure and invest in the story. Go to Journal Entries and right-click on your event. Change the ownership configuration to Observer to let your players see your notes on that event. You can also place pins on the city map to represent quest opportunities, which is great for sandbox-style campaigns. Congratulations! You have learned how to create an interactive city map in Foundry Virtual Tabletop. All you need to do is create some monsters to fight, dungeons to explore, and characters to interact with to complete your story. We have a selection of helpful Foundry Virtual Tabletop tutorials on world building and combat and top 10 recommended modules in the video description below for your thoughtful consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comments section of the video.